Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Limitless Studios TV. This is episode 46. As always, head on over to www.limitless-studios.com. Click on the little link in the middle that says forum. Head on over to our forum and register. I think we've got over 120 members right now, so we're doing pretty good. And for those of you who are on the forum, make sure you, if you can, comment on other people's mixes in the Rate My Mix or whatever it's called, Mix Advice. And because it's kind of hard for us to answer every single one of them or critique every single one of them. And I'm sure other people would like other feedback as well. So if you're on there, try to give feedback for others. So.
Yeah, we've got a couple good mixes on there right now.
Yeah.
That are pretty
impressive.
A couple of the best we've seen on our forum.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. So our forum's definitely growing, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so today will probably be a little short video, because it's, finals time and stuff has to get done. But I thought I'd expand a little bit on some more soloing techniques and things like that. So I thought I'd go over a little bit of legato sweep picking stuff that I've been messing around with and share my information I've learned to you, the audience. So I gotta get the guitar over here. So we went over, I don't know, it was a long time ago, but we did a little intro to soloing and sweep picking thing that we did. And I showed you like a 3-string sweep pattern, and if you haven't seen that, we'll probably I guess we can put a link to that video in the sidebar. I'm not going to go over like the actual patterns and things like that. I'm just going to show you the technique with only the left hand. You don't even need to pick for this. So this is technically called legato picking. It's not actually picking, it's just hammer-ons and pull-offs. So what you're going to do is basically start in the 3-string sweep pattern, as I said in the last video. And instead of doing a sweep, you're going to be doing the exact same pattern with the left hand and only the left hand. So slowly it would sound something like this. Also, instead of using the muting pad for this, since you have your right hand free, mute it with your right hand, Joe Satriani style. So here it is a little bit slower, just a 3-string sweep pattern completely with the left hand. And so you can hear kind of how smooth you can get with just the left hand. So as you can see, that was completely with the left hand, no picking needed. If my hand's not incredibly strong at doing this at the moment, so we've got quite a bit of gain flowing through the amp right now.
Yeah.
We've got a tube screamer in front of, and a noise suppressor, and then into
a single rectifier
with gobs of gain.
Yes.
Once you get that up to speed, you can get a pretty smooth sound instead of having that from a sweep picking that you can get sometimes. Right there, I accidentally had that on the treble pickup, but usually you want to do it on your neck pickup, which is usually like this is EMG 85 right now. You get the smoothest sounds out of it. Also, heard some decent tones out of EMG 60, but it's not as smooth as the smoothest tone I've heard for solos is an EMG 85. 60 gets you it gets the low end, but it also has some high end, which for solos I actually like the really smooth low end. So up to speed a little bit faster in that same lick, it would sound something like along the lines of this. So you can take that and move it around to wherever you want on the neck. You can go higher and all the way down to, you know, super low. So you can go all the way up and down the neck with that and create all kinds of different cool things. And instead of, you know, it would be a real cutting solo if you're using sweep picking, you can kind of lay it back more when you're using just your left hand, and you get a smoother tone. So you can also do this with any other sweep. Right now this is the only real sweep that I'm decent at. You can also do it with 5-string stuff, but then you got to really have a nice strong left hand in order to do that. And the less gain that you're comfortable with using, the better, because you can get a cleaner sound that way.
Yeah.
For this, my left hand still isn't up to the strength that it should be. For regular sweep picking, it's okay, but when you're only using your left hand, you've got to push much harder than you do with just when you're actually using sweep picking. So make sure you build your strength up and your dexterity. It also works as a really good warm-up to make sure you get this clean. It'll really start burning your hand, even that little bit. It'll start working out your left hand really well. So I think that's going to be pretty much it for this little video.
Yep.
So make sure to, as we said earlier, check out the forum. All kinds of stuff on there, good information.
Yep.
There's
Subscribe to YouTube if you like the video.
Yeah, we like never advertise subscriptions, but yeah, subscribe. Yeah. We like subscribers. And also in the forum, we actually have a do-it-yourself thread that if you have any like tips or something that you created, like one guy posted an ISO cab up there and stuff like that. That's like a do-it-yourself type thing, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I posted some pictures of my do-it-yourself rack cabinet.
So a lot of times it is a lot cheaper to do things yourself. We haven't had a lot of activity in the DIY section, so I just like to throw that out there.
Yeah, if any of you guys have any tips or anything like that, post them in there.
All right, so I think that's going to be it for episode 46 of Limitless Studios TV. Keep on checking it back. We should, as the summer progresses, we should be getting more into daily tips as school starts to end and things like that. So
hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get back to our normal daily tip schedule.
Yeah. So hopefully you all stick with us, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we will see you again next week on another Limitless Studios episode.